Hey everyone, it's Phil, and today I'm going to be reacting to the music video by 17 featuring the China line, Jun and The8 for My Eye. I remember when I first heard this song, I was just like, oh, this is kind of a different kind of like a really floaty sort of sound. I wasn't really sure what to make of it at first when I heard it, but then I began to see the live performances during their current tour. I really like the use of the ribbon between them, kind of ties them together, and the choreography is centered around that until the end when they go and kind of do their own thing. And I saw some comments in those live performances regarding the Chinese myth or legend of the red string of fate and kind of how people are tied together either romantically, physically, or along those lines. And I kind of see where that's from. I don't know too much about that, obviously, but I kind of want to see how much the music video differs, if at all, from the live performances, if they're more, let's say, intimate with each other. I mean, hey. But other than that, let's get right into the video. Okay, sounds like it has the intro music from the live performance in here as well. Oh, ooh, that's pretty. And I like their contrasting colors in their outfits. I remember when I first saw him caress Jun's face, that was like another level. This camera works nice. I mean, it's really simple, but I mean, it's not like all over the place like a lot of the videos nowadays are. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little quiet. I mean, I'm just really transfixed by this, even though I've seen the live performance several times. This is one of my favorite parts. I mean, it's like a simple little dance interlude, but I mean, it just like tones it down a lot. And then time for the little individual parts. Well, that was a pretty nice music video. It was pretty simple. It was just like a performance version of the song. I do like being able to see it with kind of a cinematic and higher quality production to it, even though it was still simple and toned down. It was nice to see just the two of them in the room on the little platform, and that was about all there was to the setting. I mean, from what I can tell from kind of the song, it revolves not necessarily around Jun and the 8 in particular, but kind of just two people. And I think the purpose of the video is to get you to focus on Jun and the 8 and not anything happening in the background, but just them two. And another little kind of random and kind of just out there sort of thing I noticed was whenever they would perform this live, and it always depended on what they wore, how much you would see their torsos exposed. Like especially when Jun had the really flowy sort of, I don't know if it's a cloak sort of thing. Anytime he basically moved, it would just be like whoop, and the audience would go nuts. I mean, I would too, especially if I was front row. Probably even if I was in nosebleeds, I would still go crazy. It did a bit in the video too, but then the 8 shirt lifted too, and I'm like, whoa, you toned. Like, whoa. But now I'm kind of curious about the red string or yarn of fate. Same sort of thing, but just a different variance. I'm going to look and see what I can find about it, and honestly, it'll be probably from Wikipedia, so bear with me on that. Okay, so according to the magical Wikipedia, the red thread of fate, also referred to as the red thread of marriage and other variants, is an East Asian belief originating from Chinese legend. According to this myth, the gods tie an invisible red cord around the ankles of those that are destined to meet one another in a certain situation or help each other in a certain way. Often in Japanese and Korean culture, it is thought to be tied around the little finger. According to Chinese legend, the deity in charge of the red thread is believed to be that dude, I'm not going to try to say his name, is believed to be the old lunar matchmaker god who is in charge of marriages. The two people connected by the red thread are destined lovers, regardless of place, time, or circumstances. This magical cord may stretch or tangle, but never break. This myth is similar to the Western concept of soulmate or a destined flame. So kind of seeing in the video, and the live performance of course, you see that they're dancing all around each other, and at times, like the text mentioned, getting tangled within one another, and then when they walk away from each other, it'll stretch. I'm not quite certain about the ending, when they pull the ribbon off of their wrists and drop it, if that has a significance there, but also, after they do drop the ribbon and then do their individual dances, they both rush back to the ribbon and hold it up, ending the performance. So in my opinion, it kind of, this music video and the song, and from what I remember in the lyrics, it is kind of revolving around this common theme. So it just makes me wonder, even though the symbolism's pretty straightforward, if there are still like other hidden sort of meanings. But yeah, Jun and the 8 did a great job in this video, did a great job in the dance and live performances. It just makes me wonder what made them or the company decide that they were going to make a music video for this, even though it was simple, so it probably didn't need a crazy amount of setup time. Or if it was a fan-driven thing, because I saw that in some comments too, like kind of like what you see in a lot of songs that aren't the single, when you see comments that say, oh, this song better be a single, or this song better be a music video. If they either saw that and like, hey, we should make a video, or there's some sort of, I suppose, theme that they're wanting to go at, or it could just be simple as we're going to give you a gift. If any of those applied, doesn't really matter to me. It was another great piece of content released by them, and I'm eager to see how well this music video is received by others. Also, I'm wondering how it'll be received in China. I mean, since they also did release a Chinese version, and the Chinese version flows better. I mean, because after all, it was originally written in Chinese. So I just wonder how it'll do in the Chinese market, especially with this thing still not going on with South Korea and China. I really don't know what they're doing anymore. Or if they're still having that issue between them. But either way, I'm glad that they were able to perform the Chinese version as well as the Korean version in both the live stages and the music video. Even though I'm sure the music videos are very similar, there might be little differences between the two. But either way, I really enjoyed this music video, and I'm eager to see if these two ever perform or record another song similar to this or together and have it on an album or just kind of a duet sort of track again. Other than that though, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys!